Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Ludis, and today I'll be presenting my Canvas. This is a full stack mean application built using Angular, Express, MongoDB, and Node.js. My Canvas is designed to help students organize coursework, assignments, and deadlines in one centralized dashboard. The main goals of this project were to track assignments, organize courses, manage academic tasks, and demonstrate full stack web development concepts using the mean stack. For the front end, we use Angular with TypeScript, Angular router, HTTP client, observables, and ng model forms. For the back end, we use Node.js and Express to create a REST API. MongoDB and Mongoose handle database storage and schema management. Finally, the front end was deployed on Vercel and the back end was deployed on Render. This slide shows the overall architecture of the application. The Angular front end handles UI rendering, routing, forms, and API requests. The Express backend handles CRUD operations and API endpoints. And then MongoDB stores assignment and course information using Mongoose schemas. This is a quick view of our homepage. On the front end, Angular routing was used to navigate between pages and components. Angular services and HTTP client were used to communicate with the backend API using observables. Forms use ng model for two-way data binding and dynamic user input handling. And then this is another page on our website. Covers most of the overall functionality, which we'll get into in the live demo. The backend follows an MVC architecture using models, controllers, and routes. REST API endpoints were created to support CRUD functionality, including GET, POST, PUT, and delete requests. The backend communicates with MongoDB through Mongoose models and returns JSON responses to the Angular front end. These are some of the examples from our source code that shows how we implemented these requests. This application uses two MongoDB models. The course model stores course codes, names, and visual tags or color used throughout the UI. The assignment model stores information such as title, due date, due time, and associated course information. The front-end application is hosted on Vercel, while the back-end API is hosted on Render. Both services are deployed publicly and communicate together through live API requests. And then this is an example of what our browser looks like on the Chrome browser. One of the biggest challenges was connecting to the Angular front end with the Express backend and debugging API communication. Deployment troubleshooting and CRUD debugging were also major learning experiences. Overall, this project helps strengthen our understanding of full stack architecture, REST APIs, and front end back end integration. This is the live demonstration for my Canvas. This is the opening page once you load up the website or the application. As you see up here, this is the Vercel backend or the render front end browser that we have running publicly and accessible to anybody. So first you're going to see this welcome to Canvas card, and as you go down, you'll have the option to add a class. I've gone already and added most of my classes along with a couple of my assignments just for the example's purpose. So I'll go ahead and answer or input a class, Infotech 4200, and we'll call it Digital Production Systems. Then I'll choose a color, which will do blue, and add class. And just like that, it gets added to the Your Classes card. And this will also get sent over through MongoDB and can be found in the Mongo Atlas if you look through on that website. Down here, we just have some quick stats. It shows the 20 total assignments that I've just put in. I've covered the last couple weeks. I'll show you in a second. And of those 20 assignments, 9 of them have been completed. 2 of them are overdue, and we have 5 due this week. So now I'll go over to the Assignments tab, and this is where the main functionality of this application comes in. As you can see, you have the option to add assignments, and then you are listed this 5-day or 7-day weekly planner. These 2 buttons back here on the left and right side will allow you to go through the last couple weeks, along with all the way through a couple weeks forward. And this just allows you to fully plan whatever assignments or exams that you have, and you want to display that on here. Um, so I'll go ahead and add a class, and let's do it for this next week. Let's do WebDev 2 final project presentation. And we'll say this was due next Thursday. We'll give it a time of 11:59 p.m. And we'll add assignment. And there it gets put in right here. And now this assignment information will also get loaded into the Mongo database and stored with all of its variables that you gave it. Um, since I'm working on this presentation right now, and let's say I'll wrap this presentation up, submit it in Canvas, then I can go here, go through the three options, which are complete, change the due date, and delete. If I click complete, it'll highlight green and cross off, and that shows that is it done. And then that will also get sent through the Mongo database, and you'll be able to show its status as complete. Additionally, let's say we added an assignment, project 1, and it was due on Monday the 4th, 11:59 p.m. That will get highlighted as red as it is overdue, it is past that due date, and has not been completed. Or let's say the teacher has changed the due date to it. You can go ahead and edit this due date, and we can change it to next Friday. That will update the due date on that, and here it is right there. So that covers the basic overall functionality of this application. Um, yep.